Hello, I'm François Fripiat, CEO of Demute Studio. And I would like to introduce our team because Demute is a sound studio that focuses on immersion and interaction, and we apply our expertise in both virtual and real worlds. So our key activity is video game, but we would like to bring our know-how for the cultural sector. And yeah, it's because Demute is more than an interactive sound studio. So we take care of the sound design, of the voices, of the music that's inside the sound creation, but we take care also of the interactive mixing and of course the code. But today I wanted to share something with you about our experience in innovation for cultural heritage projects. Because 4 years ago, we had the objective of rethink the audio experience for museums. And we saw that AR is disappointing because you are seeing a masterpiece through a screen, and probably it's more interesting to see the masterpiece directly. And on VR side, but it's not social, and you are not seeing the masterpiece either. So we had this idea about creating a great AR audio-only headphones and capable of tracking your head and position in real venue. We want to add the layer of sound for your visit by being fully immersive and interactive. By that, we wanted that cultural places can keep the great visual experience that they have and put a story thanks to sound. We developed it for 4 years with different projects and groundbreaking technology. And it's working great, actually, because everybody says, okay, we can do a new path inside of museums. We had great contact, great call, and then let's start a project. But yeah, it was pretty much that. So we wondered what were the problems? Why does not all the world is knocking at the door? And we wondered that actually Aya has a problem because Aya needs a new scenography for the place. It needs quite a time to install it inside the venue, and it's quite expensive because the technology of tracking is expensive. Hopefully, we didn't have to be that time much depressed because we had a phone call that changed all of our perception. And that was a phone call coming from the sewer. Yes, the sewer. There is a sewer museum in Brussels, and that's quite crazy places. And Catherine, that is the director of the sewer museum, just called me and tell me, hey, François, we want to make an immersive and interactive audio guide, but we don't have much money and we actually already have the hardware. Okay, so I was like, okay, just show me the hardware. All right, that's the hardware. Yeah, for a technological person as I am, I was kind of shocked. So I was like, okay, what can we do to be able to make a great experience with that? So we thought about it and we brainstormed. And as a gaming company, we can really concentrate on how we can do an interactive piece, but we are not used to not use tech, of course. So on the tech side, we just know that we have a simple audio guide that triggers sound depending on numbers. So we just checked what was existing, and we saw that there were inspiration to take from games book in which you are the hero, or visual novels that is actually kind of game books but for video games where you can choose the dialogue that you will say. And thanks to this existing project, we found a great way to be interactive, and we tried that with the sewer museum. But sadly, we were missing a story. And we are more technician than storytellers. So we started to work for a story. And the first two questions, and probably the most important question to ask us was, who am I in this experience? Who am I when I'm visiting a place, a museum? And who is speaking to me? And so for the specific project of the sewer museum, we wondered that, who am I? I'm a drainage worker on his first day. Okay, and who is speaking to me? It's a drainage worker of 30 and more years experience that now takes care of the training of the newcomers. So we actually transformed the idea of a visit of a museum to a training where the visitors has to make his own choice. So we actually end up with a visit of 50 minutes by creating audio experience with kind of hundreds different interactive steps, and you as a visitor become an intern at the Service des Égouts de Bruxelles. It will be available in February 2021. And the fun part about this is that it's really working because you don't have a boring voice that is just monotonic by saying, hello, na na na, na na na. You have a kind of crazy person character that just talk you with a Brussels accent, and it's much more engaging, and you are listening to him much more rather than it was a monotonic voice. And so thanks to this project, we want to do much more, but now we have a total different approach. We have an approach with a story first approach by taking the technology only if it makes sense. And for ending my presentation, I just would like to remind to everyone how storytelling is important. Of course, everybody is saying that storytelling is important, but for an audio-based project, you can start with really, really simple questions. And these two questions are, who am I, who the visitor is, and who is speaking to me? So we are very excited to share these new ideas and to deploy it outside the walls of the museums also, because that's also the beauty of sound. We made that for the museum, the sewer museums in Brussels, but we can easily convert that from this media audio guide to another one, for example, a VR experience or a web experience where you can visit the museum itself. So thank you very much. I'm really happy to share with you because we really would like to see if there is other people that would like to discuss with you about this. So don't hesitate to give me a call or send me an email and to discuss that further. So see you at the panel. Cheers.